Okay, guys, I'm with Travis, who choreographed Emily and Casey tonight. Now, going into this, did you get to see or know the dancers before you create a dance for them?
We saw their videotapes from the Pasadena callback, so I could kind of understand, like, if they had 2 minutes to show us what their best moves were, those are in it. So I kind of had an idea of what their technique was and just their essence of quality. So I kind of got an idea, but honestly, when you get in the room, it's a whole different thing. You can't really plan too much until you get in a room with a dancer because it really is just completely different than what you expected.
So you really do kind of create as you're working with them the dance?
Yes. My style on the show, I always usually choreograph before I come in, but on this show I've learned that I usually waste so much time choreographing, coming in, and then completely throwing it away once I get the two contestants I'm dealt with. So I had a couple counts of 8. I came in, only a count of 8 worked, and then I created the rest on them. And I think that's my motto for the season. I'm just coming in and working with the 2 I have.
And does the music, does that come beforehand? Do you get to choose that? Does the show choose that?
I choose the music, and music definitely comes before. Music inspires me to move, so that's the first thing that's usually settled. And I go, okay, I got my music, now let me tell my story.
All right. And where do you find your music? Like, what's your music inspiration in the world?
It's all over. You know, friends tell me, Sirius, I'll flip through the channels and, the song will come on. I'm also really inspired by movies and soundtracks, also really inspired by old music and bringing up artists from the 60s and the 70s and trying to, bring some of the music back alive to the younger generations. Music that I remember my mom playing. So my mom loved playing some old jazz music across the floor, and so I love all that music.
All right. And well, coming from being a contestant on the show to being a choreographer on the show, what's the best piece of advice that you've gotten or learned to give?
To constantly challenge yourself. You have to also to believe in yourself. I'm a very hard critic, and I get very insecure, and I get very, perfectionist, and I'm just like attack myself all the time. And it's just to constantly stay true to yourself, but to also always find a challenge.
Okay. What do you think the best way to overcome that is? Just watching and perfecting and doing?
Is to have a great support system around you. I'm just kidding. No, is to constantly challenge yourself. And if you don't like challenging yourself on television or something, find a place. Yeah, well, try to find a place where you feel comfortable enough to try new things and to improv and to keep growing as an artist, because that's the most important. Is to always keep evolving, to never have this still position.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one. Nice.